Good morning, students. I hope you are watching the videos and doing the work which is being given in the last video. So last video we have studied about the agricultural practices. Now we will study about the animal husbandry. So animal husbandry is the branch of agriculture which deals with the rearing and caring of the animal, and this process is called the animal husbandry. So when we rear or take care of the domestic animals from which we are getting the milk, meat, etc., then that process is known as the animal husbandry. In that, first we will study about the cattle farming. Cattle farming is rearing of cattle for yield of milk by the female and draught labor connected with the agriculture. So cattle farming animals are being of means of two type, that is the milk producing animals are also known as the dairy animals. Producing animals include the females, which produces the milk, and they are also known as the dairy animals, whereas the males, which are engaged in the form of the labor in agriculture, are known as the draught animal. So in cattle farming, when the animal husbandry is being done, in that we take care of the animal, we take care of the types of home or the proper food also being given to the animals, plus the type of shelter, the type of medicine, so that we will have the large amount of output. We take care of the animal. So characteristic of the good shelter of the animal should be that number one is that it should be spacious enough to provide a proper space for each animal to stay comfortably and avoid the overcrowding. Next is that the shelter should be clean, dry, airy and well ventilated. It should get adequate sunlight during the day. There should be proper arrangement for the hygienic disposal of animal waste, like urine or the excreta, and it should have the arrangement for fresh, clean drinking water. Water should be available for cleaning the shelter and bathing the animals also. The shelter should protect the animal from the rain, storm, heat, cold, and predator. So these are the means the characteristic of the good animal shelter. Beside this, proper health care of cattle is also taken. They should be protected from the communicable and non-communicable diseases. Now next is the poultry farming. Poultry farming is the rearing of domesticated fowl for their meat and the egg production. So according to the production, the animals are, or the fowl is being divided, or the fowls are of two type, that is the layers or the broilers. Layer means the hens raised for the egg production are called the layers, and broiler means the fowls which are raised for the meat production are called the broiler. So in the poultry farming also, the housing, shelter and the food of the poultry are being taken care when we are doing the poultry farming. In that, uh, the uh, the poultry birds are being given the proper food, and so that they get the proper amount of protein, so that they can give a large amount of egg as well as the protein in the form of the meat. But in the shelter, the overcrowding should not be there, because the overcrowding retards their growth, plus the proper hygienic condition is being maintained. Now, next is the fish production. Fish production is also known as the pisciculture, in which we study about the rearing or the caring of the fishes. In that, the important point is the composite fish culture. In composite fish culture, the combination of 5 to 6 species are used in this culture system. Out of these 6 species, 3 are of Indian origin and 3 are exotic. Exotic means the foreign breed. Now, the advantage of this composite fish culture is that these fishes do not compete with one another for food, because they have the different types of food habit. Means when we select the 6 fishes, we take care of food habit of the fishes, so that the different level of the pond can be utilized by the fishes. Means the food which is available at the upper layer can be utilized by the a single type of fishes, whereas the bottom layer, the food available is means can be utilized by the other type of fishes. So selection depends on the food habit. Next is that the 6 different type of fishes are reared in the same pond. Their yield is very high. The food available in all the zone of the part is utilized due to their food habit. So this is about the composite fish culture. Next is beekeeping. Beekeeping is also known as apiculture, or we can define the apiculture as the rearing, caring and the management of honeybees for obtaining honey, wax and other substances. Now, one more important term is there, that is pasturage. Pasturage is the quality, taste and the quantity of honey which depend upon the flora, and that is also known as the pasturage, and that flora available for the nectar or the pollen collection of the honeybee. So the taste of the honey depends on the pasturage. Pasturage means the nectar which is being collected by the honeybee. So children, today we have completed this chapter. Now means most of you are asking through the campus care that what is the syllabus. So children, note it down that in the final, during the final examination, you will have the 3 chapters that will in your pen and test, that is cell, tissue and why do we fall ill. Animal diversity is being deleted, improvement in food resources and the natural resources, these 2 chapters are there. Among that, improvement in food resources is there for your knowledge, and natural resources will be there for your internal assessment. So you prepare yourself for that. You will be given the project. Based on that, your bio teacher will tell you in the online classes that how to prepare the project. So as this chapter is for the internal assessment, so no question answers will be upload after this, because this is for the internal assessment. So write down the question answers by your own. Thank you.